The Industrial Revolution, a period of unprecedented technological advancement and societal upheaval, fundamentally altered the course of human history, marking a transition from agrarian and handicraft economies to ones dominated by industry and machine manufacturing. Originating in Great Britain in the late 18th century, the revolution wasn't a sudden event, but a series of interconnected innovations and developments that gradually unfolded over decades, eventually spreading across Europe, North America, and beyond. Several factors converged to make Britain the ideal birthplace of this transformative era, including a stable political climate, a strong financial system, abundant natural resources like coal and iron ore, and a burgeoning population. The enclosure movement, though controversial, played a significant role by consolidating land ownership, displacing many agricultural workers, and creating a readily available labor force for the emerging factories. The Agricultural Revolution, preceding and coinciding with the Industrial Revolution, saw innovations like crop rotation, selective breeding, and new farming tools that dramatically increased food production, supporting a growing population and freeing up labor. The textile industry was arguably the first to experience a revolution, beginning with innovations like the flying shuttle, invented by John Kay in 1733, which sped up the weaving process. James Hargreaves' spinning jenny, 1764, and Richard Arkwright's water frame, 1769, further mechanized textile production, allowing for the creation of stronger and more uniform thread, but requiring water power. Samuel Crompton's spinning mule, 1779, combined elements of both the spinning jenny and the water frame, producing even finer and stronger yarn, cementing the dominance of mechanized spinning. Edmund Cartwright's power loom, 1785, automated the weaving process, further increasing textile production and paving the way for large-scale factory systems. The invention of the steam engine by Thomas Newcomen, early 18th century, and its subsequent improvements by James Watt, 1769, provided a powerful and reliable source of power that revolutionized not just textiles but all industries. Watt's steam engine wasn't just an engine. It was a versatile power source applicable to pumping water for mines, powering mills, and eventually driving locomotives and steamships. The development of coke smelting by Abraham Darby in the early 18th century allowed for the efficient production of iron, which became crucial for building machines, bridges, and infrastructure. Henry Court's puddling process, 1784, further improved iron production, creating wrought iron that was stronger and more malleable, ideal for building more durable machines and structures. The emergence of factories, initially powered by water and later by steam, concentrated labor and machinery in one location, leading to unprecedented levels of production, but also harsh working conditions. Factory workers, often women and children, faced long hours, low wages, dangerous conditions, and strict discipline, with little or no legal protection. The Railway Revolution, spearheaded by George Stephenson's rocket locomotive, 1829, dramatically improved transportation, facilitating the movement of goods, people, and ideas. Railways connected distant markets, lowered transportation costs, stimulated economic growth, and transformed the landscape, but also required significant capital investment and labor. The invention of the telegraph by Samuel Morse, 1837, revolutionized communication, allowing for near instantaneous transmission of information over long distances. The development of the Bessemer process, 1856, dramatically lowered the cost of steel production, leading to its widespread use in construction, railways, and manufacturing. The Second Industrial Revolution, late 19th century, saw advancements in electricity, chemicals, petroleum and steel, further accelerating industrial growth and transforming society. The widespread adoption of electricity led to new industries, illuminated cities, and transformed homes and workplaces. The development of the internal combustion engine led to the invention of automobiles and airplanes, revolutionizing transportation and connecting the world in unprecedented ways. The rise of industrial capitalism led to the accumulation of wealth and power in the hands of a few industrialists, while the working class faced poverty, inequality, and exploitation. Urbanization, driven by the growth of factories, led to overcrowded cities, poor sanitation, and social problems such as crime and disease. The emergence of a new middle class, consisting of professionals, managers, and skilled workers, challenged the traditional social hierarchy. Labor movements emerged in response to the harsh working conditions, advocating for better wages, shorter hours, and improved safety standards. Early labor unions faced significant opposition from employers and governments, but gradually gained recognition and influence through strikes, protests, and political activism. Social reformers, such as Robert Owen and Karl Marx, criticized the negative consequences of industrial capitalism and advocated for alternative social and economic systems. Robert Owen established utopian communities, such as New Lanark, to demonstrate alternative models of social organization based on cooperation and equality. Karl Marx, co-author of the Communist Manifesto, argued that capitalism was inherently exploitative and would eventually be overthrown by a proletarian revolution. The Industrial Revolution led to significant advancements in science and technology, driving further innovation and progress. The development of the germ theory of disease, pioneered by Louis Pasteur and Robert Koch, led to advancements in medicine and public health. The Industrial Revolution had a profound impact on the environment, leading to air and water pollution, deforestation, and resource depletion. The rise of colonialism and imperialism was closely linked to the Industrial Revolution, as industrialized nations sought raw materials and new markets for their product. The Industrial Revolution transformed social structures, leading to the rise of new classes, the growth of cities, and the emergence of new political ideologies. The Industrial Revolution continues to shape the world today, influencing our economies, societies, and technologies. From the steam engine to the internet, the legacy of innovation and transformation continues to drive human progress and challenge us to address the complex issues facing our planet.